Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And going against Atlanta, their first meeting on the year. To the inside, the three from Risa Shea. Pirtle grabs a miss. Knocked loose. Stolen by Young. Here's Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Agbaji. Left side Brunson. It's Hart on the wing. And here's Ingram. Nice start for him. Taking his first shot. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And there's the screen. Pass to Risa Shea. That one's good for two.
Such raw shooting ability for Risa Shea in his first year.
Outside Brunson. Here's Agbaji. Guarded by Young. Ingram up top. To the right side. Here's Agbaji. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Young. These are his first free throws of the game. Good on the second one. After their title in 2019, the Raptors have struggled to stay among the league's elite stars.
Well, think about it, B.A. The driver of that title success was Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. Both of those players are gone. Very hard to replace players of that caliber. Almost inevitable they were going to take a step back. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Outside Brunson. Here's the pick. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Daniels, that one's true.
Inside Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Outside Brunson. An open look for Ingram. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Ingram's gotten his second bucket of the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Pirtle. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Brunson. Fires for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Here's Daniels. Young way outside. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. We'll grant a side after making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
Here's Agbaji. Knocks down the triple. Agbaji's got 5 now.
Well, Jakob Poeltl is an excellent passer for a big man. Just a really nuanced feel.
Poeltl grabs a miss. Raptors lead by 3. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Johnson. There's Young with the 3. Here's Daniels. To the wing, right side. Back to Johnson. Outside Young. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
There's 25 seconds left in the first. Back to Brunson. And there's a pick. Outside Hart. The 3. Rebound, Trae Young.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
So at the end, and getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Putting on a show for the fans, going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Left side, Johnson. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Atlanta making some changes here.
First team down. Substitute down the court.
Quickly outside. Launches it. Rebounded by the Hawks. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Niang. They swipe it. Here's Mobo. Defended by Niang. Here's Boucher for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Toronto.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Outside Dick. Fires the 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Hawks trail by 8. Pass to LeVert. And he drives in. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
How about that authority from Mr. Caris LeVert? Go ahead, sir.
Here's Walter. Boucher outside. On the wing, Grady Dick. Boucher on the screen. Releases. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Screen by Capella. And here's LeVert for 3. Bobo with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Doris, one thing you can say about Caris LeVert, he knows how to seize an opportunity.
And the thing about it, BA, is it doesn't matter if that opportunity comes when he's being a starter or when he's coming off the bench. His mindset is, my skill set is score, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. He shoots it. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Emmanuel Quickley is the lead guard for the Raptors, and he said, I'm still learning when to be ultra-aggressive and when to get my teammates involved. The balance of it all while playing defense at a high level. It's a lot, but I'm having fun learning all of it because this is what I wanted, to be challenged. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Raptors lead by 8. Left side, Dick. Outside for Boucher. The 3. And again, Toronto, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Offensive rebound. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
Boucher outside. Walter from outside. Fires in the triple. Walters has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Up top, Capella. Second shot opportunity. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
They're such a bruising physical player. Capella is often tough to guard without fouling.
First free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. And he can't hit the second. Raptors lead by 8. And here's Ingram from the arc. Doesn't go that time. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
And inside, Capella knows how to throw his weight around, getting physical to get past the contact.
Outside Brunson. Boucher outside. 5 to shoot. Launches it from deep. No good that time. And so it's Toronto, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's Brunson from the arc. The long-range missile from Brunson. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates. And it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Outside Ingram. Over Young. Rebounded by Johnson. Hawks trail by 9. And he's all alone. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Toronto making a switch here. And no good on the 2nd free throw. So 0 for 2 there. Here's Brunson outside. And the Raptors, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Young. Inside, it's Trae Young.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 6. Off the mark from 16 feet.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Pass to Young. Johnson inside. The kick out to Young. Drops in the layup for 2. Young's got 8.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
To the paint. Shot's good by Hart.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to score inside.
They get it again. Outside Young. It's stolen by Ingram. And they're pushing it up. Brunson surveys. Lets it go from deep. And that's good. Ingram for 3. He's got 7.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Foul on Josh Hart. That'll be a second foul of the game. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
And out on the wings, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Outside Young. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound Toronto.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Right side Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Raptors lead by 16. Outside Young. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And here's Brunson from the arc. It's rebounded by Rizachet. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. And their road tour has only begun. That'll be game 2 of 6. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
The kick out to Johnson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Johnson's gotten his first basket of the night. And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
There's 31 seconds left in the third. Now quickly. Yet to see a basket. Counted.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Left side Young. Outside Johnson. Mobo with the rebound. Here's Dick. And the three-pointer goes. Dick's got his third bucket of the night.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Hawks trail by 19. Beverly with it. Count the basket. Hey, Beverly's got his first bucket in this one.
Patrick Beverly on the inside. Okay, we see you.
Over to the wing. Back to Quickly. On the wing, Grady Dick. Pass to Mobo. Outside Dick. 6 to shoot. Over LeVert. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Here's LeVert. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
That 6'7", Caris LeVert knows how to use that size, especially inside. He knows how to handle himself in there.
And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Young. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Daniels. Shot from the wing. Walter pulls it in. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pulls up on the wing. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Pass to Mobo. Back to Quickly. Connects from downtown. And the Raptors lead by 18.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Raptors. Right wing. Back to Young. Over Quickly. Young with the bucket.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
And he's going for the lob. It's stolen by Johnson. Outside Young. Beyond the arc. From deep three-point range. Oh, Young! Deep shot!
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
To the middle. Right side Dick. Lays it up and banks it in. Dick's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Graham.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Out left to the wing. Back to Young. Pass to Johnson. Fires from deep. It's not going to go for him. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Picked by Pirtle. And that's an intentional foul. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, BA, a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, BA. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player. Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Raptors.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jalen Brunson.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Shot clock at 5. Jump shot is good. And the Raptors lead by 19.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there. Right now in complete command of this ball game.
So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just